Well, I want to thank you guys all for coming out tonight. It's very generous and it means a lot. So a little bit about my story. I was trafficked, sexually exploited out here in the United States, in the county of Orange County. At 11 years old, I come from a middle-class family. I had a single mother, single-parent home, and it was a lot of abuse, sexually, physically, and emotional abuse going on inside. Am I still loud enough? Because I feel like good. Okay. From the ages from 11 to about 15. A little bit more. Here domestically in the U.S. I was trafficked at the age of 11. I come from a middle-class family, single parent. My mother raised me, and I experienced a lot of emotional and physical and sexual abuse outside of my home as a child from the ages from 9 to 11. At 11 years old, I went into the foster care system, and because of that, I was in the foster care system because I was a runaway, so the system took charge. At 11 years old, I pretty much just, as a child, I didn't have anyone to talk to. I didn't have anyone in my life. I had my mother, but my mother we was a middle class, so my mom worked about 3 jobs. She was never home. She was still also dealing with a lot of her struggles that she had in her life before she had gotten me. And a lot of that took a toll on my childhood. You know, I just wanted a parent. I wanted somebody that I could talk to, I can tell anything to, and there was no communication between me and my mom. So I kind of turned to my friends. I kind of turned to kids at school. I turned to everybody else but my mom. And it had a lot of effect because when I'm 11 years old and I finally have somebody in my life, she was a close friend of mine. I ended up running away. I stayed at her house, and in like 24 hours, I ended up being exploited by a male that was at the home that I was at, where I had ran away to. And that was 4 years of my life, from 11 to 15 years old. I was beaten every night. I was raped every night. And also on the streets of Orange County, right here in our backyards, right across the street from Disneyland. And still at the age of 20 years old, I still have to deal with those kind of things. But what I can tell you is that if I would have had help sooner, it shouldn't have taken for me to be arrested. It shouldn't have taken for me to be beaten all those times, being raped all those times, for people like that in the community to say something. I had so many people that walked past me at 5 o'clock in the morning and went on about their daily lives. There were so many people that said, this is something that needs to stop. I need to do something. But there was no action that took place. And now a lot is going on, that a lot of people are fighting for us and having a voice. But there needs to be more action about that. Well, I can tell you about the program that Angel Joy is starting for the funding for the hotels. I know because I have survivor sisters that were ready to get out, and there's no funding. Where are we going to take them? They have nowhere to go. We're going to put them in a shelter? That's not going to work. And I'm trying to help you guys explain really quick about the logic of it. If I'm fresh off the track after being beaten and raped that one night 15, 20 times, and if I want to get out that night and you try to place me in a home with other girls that have been out of life and they've been rescued and restored and things like that, it's going to cause chaos. And I just need a place to breathe. I need to realize that maybe is this something that I want right now. I'm traumatized. If I just would have had somewhere that I could go, if there was emergency funding for me to stay at a room for a while in order to breathe, kind of decide, like, am I ready? Do I want to accept the help right now? It would have been a lot much better for me than just throwing me kind of in the system. It would have worked because it would have been on my timing, right? And I would have been surrounded with a lot of support. These girls, they need somewhere to breathe. A lot of them need a lot of medical attention. You know, and kind of walking into a house or apartment, you're all alone, or you're in a house full of girls, that's about 6 other girls, it kind of becomes overwhelming. And maybe I have a bruise on my head, or my head is halfway busted open. I kind of don't want all that attention on me. You got to kind of give them space. And you guys are here tonight because if you guys can create that opportunity, you can help someone. You can help a girl. And although we're talking to the ages of 18, 21, you have to remember that, like, just like me, I was 11 when this happened. I was a kid. I was a child. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have daughters in this room, or you guys have nieces or family members. So these are kids that need help. They need your help. So, thank you.